Hello RPA developers, my name is Bharat Juneja and in this session we will discuss about the trick which we can use to avoid the recapturing of the elements. In day-to-day life, we RPA developer face this type of challenges. Means our bot is not able to find a particular element of a application, so we need to re-spy that element or recapture that element. Any change happens in the UI or any element has changed or the position or the user interface or anything happen in the application which is impacting the bot, the RPA developer have to recapture those element or re-automating that application. We have this MS Word 2007 and this one is the MS Word 2019. So we can see the change, means the UI of the 2007 and the 2019 is different. So if we automated this MS Word 2007, then it may possible that the properties of some elements or the attributes of some elements has changed in this 2019 MS Word, so we have to recapture those. And we can see this RPA challenge website. We have created a video on it already, so you can check that video. Let's say this is the interface, and after a software update, the position of the element has changed. Now if we capture this element on the basis of position, then it will impact the bot. Now we have to recapture those elements again because the some position, or we can say webx webi at some properties has changed. Now we need to respy those or recapture those. The solution of this problem is this Excel sheet. I have created this Excel sheet. In this we can add the properties of the elements like this. We can create a group on the basis of the page, or means we can add the elements in a group so that it will become easy to understand, means these elements are related to this page or this module or this task. Like in Blue Prism we have pages or actions, so we can assign a action name to the all elements of that particular action. Or in Automation Anywhere we have task, so we can assign the task name, or we can assign a module name like home page, means these all elements are on the home page of the application, like this. So you can classify it as per your requirements or as you want. And in next column we can write the name of the element, like text box element 1, like in Blue Prism we give element 1 or whatever, so you can give the name here. In the next tab, in the next columns, we can give the property name like HTML ID, HTML tag, HTML class, webx, weby, ordinal, match index, path, domex path, etc. And now what we will do is, we will, whenever we develop a bot, we will write all the properties of that bot here, and then we will read the Excel file. Like in Blue Prism we use business object, so in that business object we will or read that Excel file, because in all the RPA tools we have these features of reading the Excel file. And after reading the Excel file, and we will make the elements property as dynamic. Like in Blue Prism we can go to application modeler and we can see the properties of the element or attributes of the element, and we can make it dynamic. And after reading the Excel file, we will pass the value of those attributes or those element from the Excel file. Similarly, in Automation Anywhere, we can read the Excel file and make the element as dynamic. So in future, if the any property of any element gets changed, we can come to the we can recapture that in our machine or in our RPA tool, and then we can find the updated value of the properties and we can modify this Excel sheet. Just simple. So if there is any element which is not similar in the UAT and prod environment, then we can create like separate copy of production, means separate copy of this file for the production, and we can capture that element in the production and update the production file, means this Excel file. We can update the value of that particular element. So this is how we can update the properties of the existing elements, means without making any change in the code. Let's say if there is any registration form or this type of form and they added a new field in that registration form, or they added a new label or a new button. Now what we will do, then we have to make the change in the code. We have to recapture that, then we have to capture that new element, and I have solution for that also. Just we can add a flag in the Excel sheet. When we go to the code, we will add a decision stage and we will check whether that flag is true or false. So if it is true, then we can, any new element is added in the application, then we will set this true in the Excel sheet, and in our code it will click or it will read that text, or it will write the text into that new element. So we can use a choice stage or a if else, means if there is any if else in your RPA tool, so you can do like this, means if the flag value of text box is true, then do this. Generally we write the text in the text box. Similarly, we can add 5-6 flags, like one is for text box, label, button, drop down, radio button, checkbox. So we can add 5-6 flags in our Excel sheet, and if there is any new element added of button type, then we can set that true for the radio button type flag. We can set the value of that flag true, and in future if there is any label is added, then it will add the label. And already we have the properties of label. We can set a blank, and as soon as we get the new label in our application, we can update the properties of that label in the Excel sheet and set the value of flag as true, and it will work for you. So this is how we can make our life bit easier in case application gets update, or if there is any new element added or they change the properties of the existing element. I hope this video will helpful for you guys. Thanks for watching.